I'm Eileen O'Hara. Welcome to the Vision High School Sports Beat.
The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by the 9 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships from Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai, Ford, Kia, and Nissan, with locations in Webster, Henrietta, Greece, Penfield, Fairport, and Canandaigua. Online at visionauto.com. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us at the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Every week at this time, we take a comprehensive look at sports in Section 5, specifically Monroe County, and we begin with our honor roll of high school teams. At number 3, it's that Penfield hockey team which did this last year. The 9 seeds in the tournament played their way into the Class B semifinals by knocking off top-seeded Irondequoit 5-2. The Patriots are 11-10-1, but demonstrated once again that it doesn't matter in tournaments. At number 2, Webster Thomas Girls Bowling. The Titans came from behind to win sectionals. Emily Catone was the top bowler on the team and section and averaged .225 for 6 games. And at number 1, the Rush Henrietta Boys Bowling Team came up with its first ever sectional bowling title, a come-from-behind effort to knock off perennial champion Greece Athena. Kenny Peacock was the top Comet, Bryce Hook the top Trojan, and was first in the section. We'll stay at Gates Lanes where those championships took place. There is more to the bowling sectionals than just a pin count. Here's Dan Vates.
It's an atmosphere unlike any other, and one you may not expect. On Valentine's Day, students and parents alike made t-shirts, cheered loud, and even painted their faces at a one-of-a-kind girls Section 5 bowling championship.
Yeah, we're just here to support the girls team. Have fun. We got together around 8:30 and just got in the car, came here and started painting our faces. It's intense. They get down there and they start bowling and it's just intense. Even if you get a strike, it's the best feeling.
Just watching the girls bowl, trying to give some school spirit to girls, cheer them up, pep them up a little bit.
Does the costume help them bowl better?
You know, it gets a laugh out of them to relieve the nerves that they have before they start bowling, so I'm trying to get the nerves out of them.
Many boys bowlers showed up in support of their teammates, and some didn't think face paint was enough.
It's amazing. Like every year is like better and better. All these good bowlers are bowling great. My team's growing up so much with this team. It's just amazing.
You think the pins, the haircut, does it help the team?
It's definitely helping the team. Every year, they all like it. They all smile for it. They all want to bowl good for the team. It's just a great day.
The pressure and intensity of the championship can even get to some of the best bowlers. I know you've been here before, but what's this atmosphere like?
It's really overwhelming because you want to bowl your best and you have like everybody watching you. So like you have like a whole bunch of pressure to bowl well and do your best.
Notabark finished sectionals averaging .219 over the 6 games, which was good for third for girls individuals. She'll be bowling on scholarship for Sam Houston State next year in college. While some teams and bowlers are focused on capturing a sectional crown, new schools like World of Inquiry are just enjoying the atmosphere of their first appearance.
It's a Rochester City school, and we're going to be the first K-12 building in the district. We decided to grow our elementary school out, so it was a K-6 school, and every year we've grown 1 year. Next year will be full K-12. Our girls team has 5 bowlers, and our boys team has 8. So being a first-year varsity program, they've actually competed very well and are enjoying it tremendously.
What's it like here being at your first ever sectional finals?
It's definitely overwhelming. I didn't know what to expect. The bleachers, the crowds, the cheering. So it's pretty cool. I'm definitely enjoying it.
What's this like?
Crazy. I never expected I would ever be here at all. This last year we were a first-year team and we weren't doing too great, but this year we're doing a lot better.
What were your girls' expectations coming into sectionals tonight?
I don't know. I think I don't know, it's first year, we just coming in being like, oh hey, we're here. It's kind of a big thing. We don't have that big of a school, and it's kind of impressive that we're here.
You wouldn't think about bowling sectionals being like this exciting. It's really amazing, really. I love it.
For the Vision High School Sports Beat, I'm Dan Fates.
When we return, swimming in a shadow in our ESL Scholastic Sports Spotlight.
I'm Trent Engeloff, and you're watching the Vision High School Sports Beat.
The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by ESL Federal Credit Union. For more than 90 years, ESL has been investing in the region where we live and raise our families through personal banking, business banking, and wealth management. With ESL's shared commitment to the community and support for local sports and family events, everyone wins. ESL answers to you. Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. This portion of the Sports Beat is brought to you by ESL Federal Credit Union. ESL answers to you. Time now for our honor roll of high school athletes. At number 3, Gigi Vasile of Webster Thomas. She is the Alpine Combined Ski Champion. Gigi was second in the giant slalom, first in the slalom. Victor claimed the team title. At number 2, Imani Obiki of Edison Tech, a triple winner at the Sectional Indoor Track Championships. Imani claimed the long jump, triple jump, and 50. Team titles are claimed by McQuaid, Rush Henrietta, Greece Olympia, and Mercy. And at number 1, Noah Stevens of Brighton was the swimmer of the sectional meet in Class B. He won the butterfly and the breaststroke. We'll stay at the Webster Aquatic Center for the Class A Championships and a young man who swims in the shadow of the great P.J. Ransford. Tom Kirch of Rush Henrietta High School is in our ESL Scholastic Sports Spotlight. Rush Henrietta coach Matt Green made a real spectacle of himself at sectionals, and he was proud to do it.
We were talking about it, and I said, if you guys break 5 school records, I'll go blonde, because all the guys went blonde to begin the week. I said, if they break the school records, I'll go blonde. They broke 5, then they broke a 6th. And so I said, you know what, let's do a mohawk, keep it going. Yeah, I've gotten lots of compliments. I think everybody other than my wife really, really likes the look. She not so much, but hey, it's about the guys, about the team. So I think they've done well. They've been happy with it, and they're swimming fast.
Indeed, he called the Class A sectional preliminaries the best meet in Rush Henrietta history. The Royal Comets established 6 school and meet records to bring them to the finals. Tom Kirch was at least partially responsible for 4 of those.
That bat we had with him, it really motivated us actually to do that because his hair looks pretty cool right now.
And you're mostly responsible.
Yeah, I would say that I had a great meet last Thursday, and it was a solid meet for me. I swam my butt off, and I'd never had a meet like that. It was just great.
Kirch is one of the region's most highly regarded sprinters. He owns the top time in both the 100 and the 100 breaststroke this year. His career has thrived in the shadow of Pittsford's University of Michigan-bound P.J. Ransford.
We came up through club for a long time. We've been great. I wouldn't say rivals, but we've always been neck and neck with each other. I mean, he's been an outstanding swimmer these past couple of years, just dominating the pool, breaking records left and right, and he's going to do amazing at States this year, and even here today.
Well, Ransford was winning 4 events and earning Swimmer of the Meet honors. Kirch actually struggled a bit. By swimming so well in the prelims, Tom left himself quite an act to follow up. He was favored to win the 100 free based on his school record time in the qualifying, but in a thrilling finish to the sectional final, was beaten by Penfield's Jeff Dozer by a mere 3/100ths of a second. It was Dozer's first win over Kirch this year. Likewise, in the 100 breaststroke, again favored to win, Kirch was pushed hard before winning in 58.42 seconds, nearly a second off his qualifying time.
I mean, I had a tough slip up in the 100 free, but I bounced back. I was able to get the 100 breast, put up a good time in the 2 free relay, and I was able to come back in that 4 free relay to get second.
Indeed, swimming the anchor leg to the 400 relay, Kirch delivered an amazing performance. Swimming his R8 squad from 6th when he hit the water, passing 4 teams on the way to second place at the finish. Pittsford celebrated as usual at the end. There's just no stopping the Panthers and no end in sight to that dynasty, which is now 12 years running. And there's another Ransford left to contend with. Rush Henrietta finished a somewhat disappointing 5th overall, but Kirch left the meet, headed to States, and then on to a career at Canisius, satisfied.
To be able to compete with all these people, PJ, Jeff Dozier, all these great athletes, it's been an honor for me, and I'm glad that I went out like that.
When we return, Kim Bernsen with our Vision Making the Grade nominee.
Hello, I'm Ben Palermo, and you're watching the Vision High School Sports Beat.
Welcome back to the Vision Automotive High School Sports Beat. I'm Kim Bernsen. Making the Grade is brought to you by the 9 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships, proud to be Rochester's #1 selling automotive group. This week we head out to the Manchester Shortsville School District, where Shaylin Duty is making the grade. Shaylin is well known for her athleticism at Red Jacket High School. As a 3-sport athlete, she runs cross country, outdoor track, and can adapt to any position she is needed at on the varsity basketball team. The court isn't the only place her versatility shines. Shaylin is a National Honor Society member and manages a daily schedule loaded with AP courses, all while maintaining an impressive GPA. After school, she focuses on yet another one of her talents, in music. Shaylin is an accomplished member of her high school's jazz band, where she can be spotted playing the saxophone amongst her fellow bandmates. Her incredible work ethic, both on and off the court, have earned junior Shaylin Duty the nomination for this week's Making the Grade. If you have an idea for our Making the Grade segment, a team or individuals making contributions off the playing field, you can contact us at info@classywolf.com. I'm Kim Bernsen, and here's Bill with a look at our Section 5 calendar.
Here are some Section 5 events you might want to consider taking in this week. Our skiers will keep Bristol pretty busy. It'll host both the Alpine and the Nordic Ski Championships on Monday and Tuesday. These are the state championships. HFL's Riley Douglas is the athlete to watch as she dominates in cross country. Girls basketball championship games in the 3 top classes will be played back-to-back-to-back at a site to be determined on Friday. Those games are at 5, 7, and 9 o'clock. The finals in all 10 boys basketball classes are at the BCA on Saturday and Sunday, March 1st and 2nd. The AA championship, the big one, is Saturday night at 9. Just some of the events coming up on the Section 5 calendar this week. Up next, the Dupre Twins' local reign of terror ends. Wrestling state qualifiers in our Salino and Barnes All Sports High School Game of the Week segment.
Hi, I'm Elise Manzi.
Hi, I'm Raina Mandera.
And you are watching Vision's High School Sports Beat.
The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by Salino and Barnes. Car accident? Don't wait. Call 888-8888. Call Salino and Barnes today. Welcome back to the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. This portion of the Sports Beat is brought to you by Salino and Barnes, your personal injury attorneys. They don't call them the Super Sectionals for nothing. The last local wrestling event of the season. It's in our Salino and Barnes All Sports High School Game of the Week. It is the local wrestling event of the year. The Super Sectionals, the best of the best. This is all about getting to the States, and that's not easy. Sectional champions crowned just last week were back at it, having to wrestle through another gauntlet. Guys like under 26-pound champion Chris Fantuzzo of Greece, who wrestled past Tommy Lancy of Webster Schrader. Fantuzzo joins teammate Ian James, the heavyweight champion, representing the Storm in Albany next week. Lancy is one of 3 runners-up from Schrader, who is left hoping for a precious wildcard entry to the States. They give out only 4. Guys like Penfield's Frankie Gissendanner, a mere 8th grader, wrestling in the pink singlet because he likes the color and considers it good luck, and who dominated Fairport's James Arrow at 132 pounds. Gissendanner makes his 2nd trip to states.
It went great. I haven't finished yet, but it's been really good, great. And to make it amazing, I have to win states this year. I have to. It'll make it it'll top it off. But it's been going really good right now.
But this season has been all about Hilton, which is a team, won its first sectional wrestling crown, placed 6 in the finals of the state qualifiers, and won 4 classifications. Yanni Diakomahalis continued his dominance. He was the Division I champion at 106 pounds, undefeated, and ranked number 1 in his weight class in the country. He was joined by the Dupre brothers, 3 of them, who dominated through the middle of the state quals, all winning by fall. Louis, who returns next year, pinned Matt LaLoggia of Schrader at 138 in the 3rd period. The other 2, twins no less, battled to see who could get the job done the quickest. Vincent, at 145, a state finalist last year, pinned Canandaigua's Vinny Romeo in 1:07. Dupre carries a 42-0 record into states, as does Anthony, who wrestles a class higher at 152 and pinned Fairport's Anthony Bell in 113. This is the end of the Twins' reign of wrestling terror in the section. Vincent and Anthony will both wrestle at SUNY Binghamton next year.
You know, you guys now have wrapped up an amazing career at at Hilton. Can you capitalize it? Like how great that's been?
Oh, it's been amazing. There's the last year, and our team's been really good, and it's hard work.
Yeah, you really put Hilton on the map, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. It just proves a lot. We do a lot in the off season, and it just shows.
They do their talking on the mat. Seriously, they do their talking on the mat. Very quiet, very humble. They just go about their business, and they get after each other every day. They kick the crap out of each other pretty much.
Good for the section on that front. There are still 2 Dupre boys left, and Hilton still looks awesome. The cadets are intent on replacing Spencerport as the preeminent power in the section. The Rangers abdicated that throne last year, but still have a little fight left. 2 Spencerport wrestlers, both seniors, won their classifications. Colin Pittman, 44-1 at 182 pounds, beat Hilton's Dan Norris 7-0.
We still have my brother's class. He'll be tough when he's a senior, and we have some studs coming up from our youth program, so we're not going to be the last class that'll make noise in Section 5.
Cool, but you're proud still. I mean, Spencerport still has a lot of pride in the sport, doesn't it?
Right. It's still, one of our main sports at Spencerport. Wrestling is always a big thing, so it'll stay a big thing for us.
And the great Trent Engloff won at 195. Trent was the area's only nominee for high school Heisman honors for all-around athletic excellence. Engloff plays baseball, wants to continue to play football, and was 37-3 on the mat after beating Hayden Maltese of Webster Tice.
Opened up good, and in the beginning of the first period, it was still 0-0, but after that, things began working, so I ended 8-0.
All right, it seems like we've been talking for a long time. Do you believe you're a senior and your wrestling career is almost over?
No, 2 weeks left, that's it. Still hasn't hit me yet, but it will.
Thanks to our Sports Beat sponsorship partners, Ross Salino and Stephen Barnes, your personal injury attorneys, ESL Federal Credit Union, ESL Answers to You, and the 9 dealerships of the Vision Automotive Group. They make the Sports Beat possible.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.